Hey beauties, I'm Deasia. I like talking about these bad boys back here, and this is my channel, The Black Belle. If you stumbled upon me, hello. I think I should start with the good news first. Always start with the good news first. Good news, I bought books. Bad news, this is going to be my last video for a while. Hey, don't blame me, blame school. The root of all evil. The source of my pain? The bane of every child's existence. Yeah, I'm going back to campus, so I'm not gonna be making videos. I'm trying to focus on my academics and whatnot, but do not worry, never fear. I will still be reading. I just won't be reporting back to you guys. That being said, let's get into this video. I'm ready to talk to you guys about the books that I'm going to be taking back with me to school. So I tried to pick books that would be good for the fall season because, you know, I'm going into my fall semester and I want to read atmospheric books when I get out there. So I try to stick to like a theme, but you know, I'm always all over the place. So we're just gonna see what I picked, okay? I'm not going to explain them that much. I'm just gonna like pick it up and I'm either gonna say why I picked it or a little bit about it, but there's a lot of books here, okay? So just bear with me. So these are the books I decided to take back with me to campus. Okay, let's go. Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, illustrated by Myra Kalman. This is about a girl and a guy who break up, and it's written in a letter from the girl to the guy. So it starts off with Dear Ed, and well, it has illustrations. So I picked it up because first of all, this is a TBR veteran for me, and it has pictures and it's a letter, and I think that's a really cool format. So Why We Broke Up. Next I have The Smell of Other People's Houses because, you know, tiny but deadly, okay? Hopefully it's deadly. Hopefully it's into my heart, into my feels, into my emotions. But I've talked about this countless times before. So in my last haul, I hauled this one in, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. And I started reading it. I don't know if you can see my tabs, but I haven't finished it. So this is one that I'm currently reading. These next two books I'm also currently reading. So the first one is Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart, which is like, you just don't know anything about anything in this book. It's a mystery. If you've read E. Lockhart's We Were Liars, you know she makes everything out of wax. So I'm also reading this graphic novel called When Stars Are Scattered, about two boys who lived in a refugee camp in Kenya. These next few I picked because they're very atmospheric-y. Like, I just look at them and I'm thinking spooky season or fall season, all that good stuff right there. Or, you know, I feel warm, I don't know, cozy. So, Things Too Huge to Fix by Saying Sorry by Suzanne Vaught. I don't know anything about this except it looks like it's like spooky, but I think it's just because it's like dark and there's a town on fire. This is screaming fall, is it not? Okay, dragons, fantasy, that's definitely fall. So Wings of Fire is a middle grade series about dragons. So I have the first book here, The Dragonette Prophecy. I promise, I vow to finish this series this year. There is no mistaking my love for these characters, so I don't know what my problem is. I'm gonna fix it. I'm taking Early Departures by Justin A. Reynolds, a book about a boy who I'm pretty sure is reliving his girlfriend's death or the day she dies. I don't know. One of those. But both concepts sound cool. I hope it's one of those. And then Slay by Brittany Morris. I've talked about this before. You guys already know the deal. Look at Homegirl. Gorgeous. I'm gonna say it every time. And the fact that I still haven't read this, it's pitiful. I'm embarrassed. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I got this like at least 2 years ago. I don't want to talk about it. Now this book really actually does scream fall. Yes it does. Yes it does. Pax. It is a historical fiction about a boy and a fox, and I'm pretty sure it is set during one of the wars. And then I have A Girl Like That is a mystery. But I started reading this and all that I know so far is that it's a mystery about a boy and a girl who die in a car crash. Yeah. A TBR veteran. So Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. I've started this before and it's given me fall. Look Both Ways by Jason Reynolds. This is the only Jason Reynolds book that I own that I have not read. So that is why it is getting read this year. Therefore, I'm taking it with me to school. And plus, it's like less than 200 pages, I'm pretty sure. Truly Devious is the first in a mystery series about a girl who's like really into detective work, and she goes to a prestigious academy named Ellingham Academy. And I know all of this because I've started this book multiple times, and it's a mystery, and it's definitely spooky. So I'm planning to read this in October. All right, and these last 3 books are specifically for spooky season, being read in October or not being read. First, I have Ghost Squad, a story about 2 little girls who I think raise the dead. Yeah. Next, I have Spellbook of the Lost and Found, and Spellbook of anything, witches. I want it. I want more. I want fabulous. And then I have this graphic novel called Sheets. It's in like a dryer or wash machine, and then like it's a ghost and it is a sheet. Like, I'm looking forward to this very much so. Those are all the books that I previously owned that I'm taking back with me. But this next section right here are the books that I'm hauling. This month I tried to make it a goal to read 20 books for my 20th birthday. That didn't work out. Today I'm on number 16. I finished 16 books, but I don't see it happening, you guys. I'm burnt out. I'm spent. So this is my birthday month, August, and if I film this and edit it and do everything correctly, tomorrow is my birthday. So I kind of splurged on myself and I bought all these books for me, but there are no regrets. So I'm turning 20 and I have 20 books to haul here. Technically 21, but I'm gonna tell you why. It's like 20 in my head. So let's just get into it. Okay, so this first section is gonna be the books that I'm hauling, but I'm also taking to school with me. So like, I need to read them quick. Like, I want to read them now. I just got them, I want to read them. So let's get into those. Again, no particular order, nothing like that. Let's just do the dang thing. Okay, so first up, I have The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. So I just finished Goodbye Days, and it was just beautiful. It was amazing. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So I was like, well, what other books do you have, Mr. Jeff? And I saw this and I was like, I've heard of The Serpent King before. So I was like, let's do it. So I'm gonna take it to school with me. Next, I have The Waking Forest by Alyssa Weiss. And I have no idea what this is about, but it looks spooky. Cover reminds me of The Devouring Grey, but I'm not gonna read The Devouring Grey because I heard some bad things about that author. So substitute, and hopefully it's even better than that book. Next, I have a semi-new release, Like Home by Louisa Onome, and I really don't know anything about this, and you know that's how I like it. But let's give a shout out to the cover, because so I have the Bromance Book Club, which I hope is very funny. It's basically about baseball players, I think, who are on the same team, and like they form a book club to try to get the girl. And this is the main character, and it's like a series or something like that. But it sounds cute, and I want a rom-com. Baseball players reading books. And I guess because the show's not enough and I'm absolutely obsessed, I am starting off the comic, graphic novel, whatever you want to call it, series of The Walking Dead. So I got the first edition of Days Gone By. Although I might not be taking this to school with me because I plan to finish the TV show before I read the book. Before I start the comic series, which, you know, don't sue me, right? But season 11 just started, so I'm hyped to watch it. I have a couple poetry books here. The first is gonna be Fierce Fairy Tales by Nikita Gill, and the second is When You Ask Me Where I'm Going by Jasmine Carr. Okay, I picked up Kingdom of Souls by Raina Barron, and I read the back and it tells you absolutely nothing. So I know absolutely nothing, except that this is a duology, and you know, we love duologies over here. This is another spooky read, okay? Small Spaces. Look at this, look. That's something straight from my nightmares. I don't know anything about this except it happens during Halloween season, spooky season, and there's a smiley man. Finally, I have the one that I'm not most excited about, but like I look at the title, I look at the cover, like, and I'm like, yes, I cannot wait to just devour you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have Sorry for Your Loss by Jessie Ann Foley. I know it's about like a big family. The main character is the youngest sibling of 8, and one of his siblings dies, one of his brothers. And that's the one who like saw him, he was really close with him. So it's gonna tackle grief, and you know I love when that happens. So those are all the books I'm taking to back to school with me. It's a lot, I know. And we all know I'm not reading all of these books. It's just a fact. But I want to look at it and know I have options, a variety up there, a variety. And it's gonna stop me from buying books like, you guys, I have an issue. But, okay, I'm not done with this haul though. But the next half are books that I'm hauling, but they're staying right here in this direct room. Okay, first up, I have the cutest little box set I've ever seen. Oh, look at it. Okay, it's a box set of children's classics. So I have Anne of Green Gables, Best Fairy Tales, The Secret Garden, and Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It's a double, and you guys check this out. Oh, little gold sprayed edges. You guys, I really love that. Intellectuals read things like this, okay? Like, at first I was thinking I'm not gonna read them because like, these are like special editions, collector's editions, and I'm not a collector. Like, I'm not gentle with my books. Like, I want them to be used. But I think I'm just gonna read them anyway. So this next one I picked up on a whim. Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. I just saw the cover and I was like, I have to have it. And it's sci-fi, which I'm not usually into, but I just finished a really good sci-fi series, the Firebird series. I don't want to talk about it. It was amazing. I know that it's a duology, and I know that it's sci-fi. These next 3 I've already read, but I need to haul them. First up, The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. This was a good sequel. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't as exciting as the first one, but hey, Deja, this isn't a review. Okay, I've already read it. I think I gave it a Strange Planet by Nathan W. Pyle. It's like, it wants to be everyone's an alien when you're an alien too, so bad, but it's not. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. It was okay. Like, it was literally just okay. It wasn't, I didn't find it very funny. I chuckled a couple times, and that's why I got a 2-star, but everything else, it was just boring. And I don't like calling books boring, especially books that aren't novels. But that's just happens sometimes, and also happened with this book. Excuse Me, Cartoon Complaints and Notes to Self by Liana Fink. I don't think I understood this book. Like, it didn't speak to me at all on any level. And I didn't think the drawings were that cute. Like, I understand the doodles, but yeah, this book didn't touch me. And it's pretty thick. But it's like one of those, like, it's one of these books. It's not a novel. So it's hard for me to rate it, but I rated it a 1. But I still gonna hold on to it, of course, because somebody might love it someday, and I want to be able to give it to them. More graphic novels coming your way. I have The Alchemist, which I don't know why I picked this up. It was assigned to me at school, and I read up, like, I don't know why I never finished it. I read up all the way until the end, and I never read the end. So I got the graphic novel version to see if I'll get into it. But it's cool to have because I know this is a popular book, and I didn't even know they had a graphic novel. I'm rambling. The other graphic novel is Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, a graphic novel. This is a reimagining adaptation. Oh, it's called a modern retelling of Little graphic novel with diversity. See, to be honest, I never read Little Women. It's one of my goals, you know, but it hasn't happened yet. So that's why it's staying here. I'm not gonna read it before I read Little Women. I just really wanted it. So that should have been 20. Okay, that should have been 20. I counted like 18 times, and I still think I messed up. But let me tell you why it's technically 21. You guys remember what happened? That fiasco with Target and Concrete Rose? Yeah. Well, I returned that, John. I said no. I wanted a specific copy anyway, and I almost had trouble returning it. I was gonna be mad. Came through. I got my money back because I paid for a signed copy, and I did not receive a signed copy. Anyways, so I ordered Concrete Rose again off of a different website from a different place, and I thought I was gonna get a normal version. No, you guys, they sent me a signed copy. they sent me a signed copy. You put good out there, you get good in. Okay? You just gotta be a good person. Karma, manifest that shit, y'all. Speak good into the world and good will come back to you. Okay? I deserved this signed copy. Alright, peeps, that's it. Those are the books I'm taking back with me to school and the books that I had to buy myself for my birthday because I just had to. Damn it, Deja, you deserve it. And I did, so I did it. So I have my hands filled with all of these books. I shall not be buying any more books. Well, I'm gonna try my hardest. You know how it be? But like I said in the beginning of this video, this is gonna be my last video for a while. Which is sad because I'm not gonna remember these books that I'm reading, you guys. All my descriptions are gonna be vague when I get back, if I come back, which I bet I will. Hopefully, if this semester doesn't kick my ass. Which it shouldn't. It shouldn't. We'll see. But thank you for all the love and support that you guys have been giving me. I love you lots. And all that's left to say is ta-ta for now. Bye, beauties.